Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead. So this is going to be from the 24th to the 1st of December 2025. I know it's been a while, but I'm trying to get back to consistent content. Okay, so like the video and comment. There is a big message in this reading for you. If you want the 2026 full year ahead, it's the last week for the half price deal. It will be at the end of the video or in the description box below. There's other reads on the website as well. So there's love reads, there's healing reads. If you check the new website, everything is available below. But let's focus on this, okay? So as you can see, no contact situation and emotionally drained from this person. Someone is trying to move on, but someone won't let them. I feel like some of you cancers have got a person in your life, and it doesn't have to necessarily be romantically. This could be a child, this could be a family member. This is someone who lacks respect. So I don't think that this person values you, and I don't think that this person loves you. I think they value more what you give to them. So think of a child who they don't respect the home, but they stay at the home and they eat your food and they kind of leech off you, but they don't respect you, right? So there's something where I think cancers are at breaking point. Again, this could be anything. Whatever this Ace of Cups reversed is this is a person who feels like they're empty, that they're emotionally spent, that they're at the breaking point, okay? This could be a job, maybe you're in some kind of job and the environment is, chaotic and toxic. There's something where the hermit was the card that came out for cancer, needing solitude, needing peace, needing to withdraw from certain people in your life or maybe a certain environment, because the tower is an environment, okay? And I also ask, what does cancer most need at this time? Temperance. So some of you need healing and some of you need peace, because temperance is peace and it's also healing. Some of you, if this is a no contact situation and you're obsessing over this Virgo, I heard a strong Virgo, Scorpios here too. So it could be another water sign, strong Scorpio, strong Gemini, strong Virgo. I'm getting someone who can't get over their ex. Now, again, this could be you. Maybe with the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, we do have the towers with that Scorpio energy. Maybe the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio has got you in your feels, okay? There's also a message here if you've been in a kind of chaotic state. As we move into Sagittarius season, there is relief. So actually, I think what some of you are drained from is the Scorpio season, the new moon in Scorpio, the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. It's heavy. You know, a lot comes up for people, and they don't. Life is hard enough to deal with without having to deal with your own unconscious and the dark stuff that's going on underneath. And so some of you, I do think the previous week has been extremely difficult because you've been dealing with the external reality, 3D. You've been dealing with the unconscious. It's just a lot. So if some of you cancers are kind of like, tell me something good this week, I think what is good is with the temperance coming out, what you need is the Sagittarius energy, because I do think some of you, the Scorpio energy has really, really drained you. Okay? I think a lot of people were saying, Elisa, I'm so tired. Like, what's going on? Like, people were starting to panic. I'm trained in this. So, say dark stuff starts coming up in me, say this heavy spiritual attacks. Like, I'm trained in this. Doesn't mean it doesn't affect me. It affects us all. But when you become trained in it, you know what's happening. Whereas if you're not trained in it, it can be very unsettling because you're wondering, like, what is going on? It's just the new moon in Scorpio. It's gone now. It's over. You can breathe. Okay. So I do think for some of you, come this Sag season, because temperance is Sag season, you're going to be much happier. I think you're also going to set boundaries with people. Sagittarius does not take fools lying down. Sagittarius is combative. It will stand up to people. And so if you've been kind of feeling weak in the face of what people have been doing to you, this won't be the case in this season. You will stand up to people. You will put people right in check. So I think that that's good. Okay. As we come towards the end of the year, it's reflection time. And so people are kind of reflecting on, you know, what they've achieved in 2025. And so I feel like a message for some of you is you're not happy, let's just say that. Some of you might be. I mean, you've got the Knight of Cups. Maybe some of you are really doing well. And actually, all you need right now is a bit of downtime. Because the Nine of Cups in the center could be you. Maybe you've achieved a lot this year. Maybe financially you're good. Like I said, sometimes when you're listening to a reading or you're watching a reading, the energy can be reversed. It's not you, it's other people. Okay, so remember we talked about somebody wants somebody back. This could be someone wants you back, and the Nine of Cups says, "Don't think so." Remember when you brought the tower into my life? Remember when you created trauma? The tower is a breakup as well. This could be someone who broke up with you. This could be someone who disappeared, and now they want to come back. The grass was not greener on the other side. But some of you, the person who wants to come back, I don't get this as love. I get it more as with the Six of Swords. This is a person who's struggling. So they're coming back for kind of sanctuary. They're coming back to play on your emotional weakness, your kindness, that type of stuff. But the Nine of Cups is you're just not buying it, you know? You were compassionate to this person before. You've got 555 as well, so check that out. I feel like there's a meaning there. But I feel like you were good to this person before, you supported this person before, you were compassionate with this person's struggles. But this person's a leech. They're not genuine. They're not. The minute that the life is together, that you won't see them for dust. This could be a family member, it could be a child, it could be whatever, right? This person's a leech, they're not genuine. And the Nine of Cups is actually you've became emotionally stronger. So even though you still care about this person, for example, you're able to set boundaries, you're able to say no, I'm sorry, but no. Because you can see right through what they're doing, okay? And you just don't want the drama that this person brings into your life. But some of you, like I said, with that Nine of Cups, actually, as we end the year and we move into a new one, some of you might have done extremely well this year. And at the end of the day, if you've worked for it, if you've earned it, you deserve all the luxury, you deserve all the comfort. There's a lot of bitter people out here who project on people who are in their glow up or their good phase. At the end of the day, if you know you put in the work and you earned it, don't worry about what people say. It's just bitterness, right? They're just projecting because you've got what they want, but they won't work for. And that's it. Okay? So temperance is about, and this is someone who could have a beautiful Christmas. I feel like this is someone who's now ready to kind of wind down for the rest of the year, enjoy some solitude away from business, work, whatever. I just pause it sometimes when I'm croaky. And just someone who maybe you've got some time off work, and you're just enjoying the Christmas season because Nine of Cups is celebration. Okay. I would definitely say this week as well, though, this could be someone who goes to the Christmas party and I've done it. So this can be someone who goes to the Christmas party and they drink a little bit too much. So I remember one time I went to a Christmas party and I woke up the next morning, didn't remember anything. And I said to my friend, how much did I drink? She said, well, you drunk a lot of your own drinks and then you drunk everyone else's drinks on the table. And I was like, okay, probably overdid it. Right. Now people laughed it off, they moved on, people act stupid, people do things. I really like this guy, and I told this guy rejected me in front of everybody. So there could also be a message here. Maybe you did that this previous week. Move on, forget about it. Who cares? People will be talking about something else in a day. That's life. But some years, if the Christmas party is coming up this week, just be aware, okay? Just be aware that if you don't want the walk of shame, then maybe watch what you're drinking and don't overdo it because the Ace of Cups reversed is someone who's overdoing it. Right, so now we're going to move into this person who there's no contact with. I feel like this person who you've got the no contact with, it could be a situationship because you do have the Lover's card. Temperance is also somebody who wants to reconnect. So temperance can be reconciliation. Okay. You might reconcile with this person, but again, I do think that you and this person have got issues. Some of you, this is an ex. So I don't know, maybe you'll bump into each other this week or some kind of situation will bring you back around together or something like that. Um, this can be anything from going to see friends and family and you kind of see blasts from the past or people. This doesn't have to be the ex, your last ex. It could be an ex from years ago. It could be someone from your childhood, right? Um, I feel like the tower can be, it shakes you up a bit, right? So maybe this is unexpected. Maybe this person reaches out unexpectedly. You're not expecting it. I'm gonna say though that for most of years, you need to leave someone behind. I feel like the person you're dealing with is, I don't want to use the word a narc because I don't like that, but this is someone who is very nasty. The Nine of Cups person is someone who's quite smug, right? So this could be someone who they know you're waiting, they know you want to reconnect. They could even be with somebody else and still be texting you. So this is someone who's just plain nasty. They know exactly what they're doing. Um, and I think that's the message here. Be aware of people who have agendas. So I think someone's kind of playing you, they're keeping you on the hook, but they're not really going to commit to you. This could be someone who left your life, they broke up with you, they got with somebody else. Um, and yet they still reach out and they still text you and they act like it's all just, just being friendly. Yeah, you could be doing this. Cancers are not above this, right? Especially for the cancer man. Cancer men, if you're cross watching for a cancer men do that all day. They keep their exes friends. They're still talking to them on social media. When you say, listen, like, what are you doing? It's like, what do you mean? They act like it's perfectly normal to, like, keep engaging with their ex. So if you cross watch and say you're a Virgo, say you're a Gemini and you're dealing with a cancer, this guy's playing you all day, right? And some of years, I think it's time to set boundaries with people in your life. Like, I'm going to be honest, I do think some of you cancers are very empathic people. You're very good people and you attract a lot of dirt. Some people, they're just dirt, right? How they work as a person is, what am I getting? And that's it. They don't care about you as a person. They care about what they get from you, right? And so I do think that some of years it might be difficult to let this person go because I think that this person is very close to you and it's very difficult, but you need to let this person go. Because I feel like the more that you keep the door open to this person, the more they're just laughing at you. The more they think they've got you made, the more they think that they can just. There has to come a point that no matter who we're dealing with, mother, father, son, daughter, like, you're not moving like that in my life. Also, by giving to this type of individual, you don't teach this person how to be a better person. So, a lot of people who are good people allow these people into the life and it allows them to be of bad character because they don't have to learn, right? If you keep giving, they'll just keep taking. So, some years this is going to be very painful to do, but it's got to be done. It's better for you and it's better for this person because it's only when the rug is stripped that people learn, right? They learn the value of people. So, some years there's something about that. If you're cross watching, I think this cancer is playing yet again. This is a general read, so if you want to book, you can check the description below. You can check at the end of the video. I'll do a personal audio read. I'm not just doing 2026, but that's the big seller right now because people are really looking to 2026. I'm going to say that this week, some of you, if you've been through a difficult time, I like this for yous because I think as we move into this, see the way you've got the clear quartz. Some of you might want to go to a spiritual store or you might want to buy yourself some clear quartz because stones really do work, especially if they're authentic. But again, I think in general, the clear quartz is things are clearing up. The heavy, dense, dark energy is clearing up. Sagittarius is social, it's fun. People laugh more, they're more in humour. People want to get out and about. They don't want to be kind of, where the Scorpio season is more isolated. It's kind of, you want to sit in a dark room. Um, and that's the message for you this week, like, get out there, know your limit, don't overdo it. Again, it's up to you what you want to do. But if you don't want to regret things, then be careful where you place yourself. This can be things like you go and put yourself around certain family, and these people just don't bring out the best in you. Just because it's blood doesn't mean it's loyal. And some of you is like, you're going to go and put yourself around people who you're going to end up fighting with. You're going to end up in all kinds of drama. Just stay away, you know? Um, so some years, this could be friends or family who've barely dealt with you all year, but now it's Christmas season and they want to make up the numbers. They're calling you. I'm good, thanks. That's it. I'm busy, got other plans. Don't even answer the phone. Maybe that's what the no contact situation is. No contact is not always people who are ignoring us. Sometimes we're ignoring them. It's like, no thanks. Where was you for the rest of the year? Yeah, but now you want to make up your numbers for your Christmas party. You want me to attend? No, thank you. Okay, so let me see what else. So for a lot of years, I do think that this is going to be a very, very good week. For some of years, it's about reviewing your life. So I do think the tower is a person who is at breaking point and is drained, and maybe in the next 6 weeks, because remember, Sagittarius is philosophy. So this is where we start to think about, maybe I could start a business, maybe I could change my career. Some of you might just be at your financial capacity. So actually, Sag season is about entrepreneurship. We start to think about, I don't want to do this again next year. But if our life is going to change, then our thinking has to change. Our actions have to change. We have to get a plan. So some of years, that's what I'm actually getting. As you move into Sag season, your mindset starts to change. You start to shift your perspective. Scorpio is broody. It's where we blame everybody else. I'm stuck here. I'm in this job. My boss does this. Whereas Sagittarius is creative. It's not blaming anyone. It takes responsibility. And that's the energy you're moving into. I'm getting, for some of you, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that the Six of Swords is a transition from something that's been an identity or familiar. So this can be, for example, you've always been employed and you don't know how to be self-employed, but you're going to go through, you're going to learn. Excuse me, because Sagittarius is learn and right. We start to shift our identity. We start to get creative. Maybe we don't know how to be self-employed, but we're going to learn. And it's also, Sagittarius are fierce people. They have no time for sitting around projecting, deflecting, blaming the world. They take responsibility and they also work very hard, right? So that's what I'm getting for you. If you want your life to change, if you're kind of sitting there thinking, I can't bear this, the thought of doing this again next year, it's like, okay, right, you need to apply a Sagittarius approach, because if you do, with the current energy being Sagittarius, your life will be different in 2026. Um, I do get that some of yous are going to reconnect. Some of yous might be married or in a relationship and the love is not there anymore. Some of yous might have a kid to somebody and you're not with this person. This person is in solitude, they're on their own. I feel like this is a person who they don't treat they show up when they want, they don't show up for a period of time. You've got a kid with this person for some years. But I think a message for some cancers right now is you need healing. I do get as well love though, like I do for some years. I do see love, especially for with the Ace of Cups reversed, for the cancers who've been on their own for a long time. You might meet someone in this season, because you've got Temperance, which is, this is a true, people tend to look at the Two of Cups, they tend to look at the lovers, but Temperance with the lovers is a true connection. This is a spiritual connection, it's a true union. So with the Nine of Cups, actually, you could meet this person at a Christmas party, you could meet this person through friends and family, maybe you'll go somewhere else and you'll meet this person. So I would say be open. Maybe there's been someone asks you out for drinks, right? Someone says, do you want to go out for drinks? Because this Nine of Cups person is happy. Something is being offered to them and they're happy, right? So I think there's two different cancers here. There's one cancer that is very satisfied. They just need a bit of downtime. They just need to spend a bit of time on themselves. They need to slow things down. If you're in a relationship, focus on your partner, because maybe you've been really focused in your career. And so now's the time to like really enjoy the Christmas season, spend time with your children if you've got them, spend time with your partner. For yous, I get this being amazing. And the only caution I would say for yous this week is just stay away from people who are jealous of what you've got. Because the Nine of Cups person has achieved a lot. And some people, they're salty because of it, but that's not your problem, right? So just stay away from those type of people. Some years, though, there is, for the ones who are stewing over this no contact situation. So this is a person who, I feel like this person is playing you. If you're cross watching because you're dealing with a cancer, this guy's playing you. Yeah, he still messages you. He's playing you. He doesn't care about you. He knows you're still waiting on him. He's keeping you on the hook, and he's not genuine. And that is a message for cancers, to stay away from the disingenuous this week, but this holiday season. okay? Don't go putting yourself in environments, see this tower, because I think it'll just lead to arguments, it'll just lead to fights, especially if there's drink involved. Um, just don't do it, right? The Ace of Cups is not taking the offer. The Ace of Cups is taking the offer. But I think this is a beautiful reading for yous, just for the cancers who they're not really focused on love, they're just the heaviness of the Mercury retrograde has really took its toll. Don't worry because relief is here. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Like I said, there is a no contact, and I could really, really focus on that. But I think a lot of readers do that. They always do that. You know, he loves you. I don't want to do all that. I want to focus on the good stuff. If I get the time, I'll do the bonus read in the membership, and then I will probably go more into this relationship with me oracle cards. But it's if I get the time. I would suggest joining the membership though. It's a price of a coffee for a month. So 1 cup of coffee for a whole month. And I will be doing different types of reading on there, and just things I've got coming up. If you want to book your 2026, it's half price last week. The people who've been getting them, they're extraordinary. We do them like this. We go in depth. It's amazing. And there's also just other style reads. If you want to check it out below, like the video, comment, drop a super chat, show appreciation, and I'll speak to you soon.